Today on FilmRiot, we talk continuity and film mistakes.
You've lost your mind. Officially.
I'm not saying it's my personal most anticipated. I'm saying in general it's the most anticipated.
No.
You can't deny that it's
I
popular.
did not deny this sad fact.
Well, there you
It's
go.
popular, not the most anticipated of the year. It's a glittery vampire and an emo werewolf.
People love it.
It's obscene.
It's a love story.
It's the perversion of all things cinematically good.
It's beautiful.
It's the film equivalent of Justin Bieber.
I love it.
It's like the wait, what?
What?
You said you loved it.
No, I said you judged it.
Nope. Not what you said.
No, I said
You like Twilight.
I do not.
It's your most anticipated of the year?
No. I'm excited for like Batman and Spider-Man and stuff.
So all the times you said Amber was making you watch those movies? Oh my god!
No. That was awful. I wanted to watch like Rambo and stuff and seeing random dudes get punched in the face.
You're a liar.
Am not.
Eris Quinones, you're a liar, and you will spend eternity on this ship!
Whoa. What's with all the yelling, kids?
Ryan, he thinks that Twilight is a good movie.
Heat up, Buttercup. No more sour faces. Eat up.
Oh god!
I put bug spray in his.
What?
He likes Twilight. That's obscene.
Harry?
Logo. Welcome to FilmRiot, the show that takes the mystery out of the effects and techniques, going to some of your favorite Hollywood films. I'm your host, Ryan Conley, and as you saw, we had a bunch of purposeful continuity issues in that sketch, which I'm sure you noticed, unless you're the most oblivious person in the world.
Hey, you think this is loaded?
Probably not. Say something?
So today we will be talking about said continuity thanks to this guy. Hey Riot guy, I was hoping you could explain continuity on the show. Short and sweet. That's some good emailing right there. The main thing you think about when you think continuity is the change of something obvious within a scene, like a glass that was mostly empty suddenly is full, or a cigarette continuously changing lengths. You could initially pass this off as not a big deal, and when it comes to comedy, I would mostly agree that it isn't really that big of a deal, but pretty much any other genre will suffer greatly from poor continuity. A good film is basically a magic trick. You create this illusion of another world and these characters that don't exist, and then ask your audience to give themselves over to it and suspend all disbelief. So when you have a glaring continuity error, you jeopardize your illusion and will usually pull your audience right out of your film, which will greatly damage your pacing and distract from your story. Some of the most common errors, like I mentioned before, can be avoided easily by getting a good script supervisor on your production, also known as the continuity supervisor or continuity.
Right.
This is the person that's not only keeping an eye on the script as you shoot to make sure you stay on track, but also the one who will keep an eye on all things continuity. If your actor does a take where he crosses his arm on a certain line and the director likes that take, the script suit will mark down on the script to make sure that the actor repeats this. This is also the person who will take pictures of the arrangements of things on tables, counters, and so on, and although these guys or gals are the first line of defense for good continuity, they aren't the only ones responsible. Everyone on set should be assisting with this. For instance, the makeup department should be taking pictures of their actors and keeping a close eye on the work they do. That way a cut on the actor's face isn't placed on the left side one day and then the right side on the next day. It happens. I'm looking at you, Lord of the Rings. Another thing to keep in mind is that continuity is more than just objects on a table or a scar on a Metro Hobbit's face. It has a plethora of other avenues in a film, like visual continuity. For instance, say you have two people looking at the same thing, like a giant gorilla breaking it off. If the shot is not framed properly, the visual continuity will be off and will confuse your audience. For instance, if it looked like this, now it looks like one of these guys is looking at the giant and the other one is looking at the dude looking at the giant, which was not what we intended, as you can see in the wide shot. And the same will go for a conversation scene, but in reverse. And the last thing that I'll bring up as far as visual continuity goes is this. Whereas this one is a bit more loose and you can get away with it a lot easier, which is something I often break.
No.
If your actor leaves one room and then is running towards something, you want to keep his visual trajectory the same. So if he leaves running from left to right, in the next shot, he should still be running from left to right. I personally throw this rule out the window like 90% of the time, but there are times where it really helps. Say you want to show your actor leaving a house and driving somewhere else, then later he will come back. Now, I will have my actor leave the house and show the car going from left to right. Then on the road, he's still going from left to right. Then the actor arrives at his destination, high-fives someone at random, and then wants to head home. This time, my actor will travel from right to left. So now I've set up this visual continuity that the actor driving from left to right means he's headed to that place, and from right to left means he's going home. One is going to, one is coming from. So now I can use this to my advantage throughout the story. But that is basically it. Continuity is something that is often overlooked in no-budget productions, which shouldn't be at all, since better continuity costs you nothing. Hey, sponsor. If you're setting up a website or you're starting a business or blog, domain.com is the best place to go for your next great idea. Domain makes it easy to get your domain name and website up and running. Blog, create a website, showcase your portfolio, make money, set up a new email address or personal domain. There's so much you could do. The guys at domain.com love FilmRiot and they want to give you a hookup. You can get 15% off your domain name and web hosting when you use the coupon code FilmRiot when you're checking out at domain.com. So don't forget, use the coupon code FilmRiot, and when you think domain names, think domain.com.
Logo.
As a low-budget filmmaker, we mess up all the time, so it's nice to know that the big dogs F up pretty bad every now and again too. Like for instance, in the first Pirates of the Caribbean film, you can clearly see a crew member over Jack Sparrow's shoulder. Don't think that they were supposed to have a straw cowboy hat, aviator glasses, and white tees on the ship. Or in Terminator 2, the T-2000 breaks the glass of the helicopter and oozes his way inside. Awesome? Yes, but suddenly the copter's windshield has repaired itself. Speaking of magical glass fixes, in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, Spidey comes to the rescue of Mary Jane and throws two muggers into some windows behind her, shattering them everywhere. Oh, but wait, never mind. The glass is as good as new. Magic. Moving back, and oops, you weren't supposed to see that. In one scene from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, we can spot a lot of lighting gear behind good old Jack. This is a big oopsie and sort of reminds me of a gag from a Mel Brooks film. And our last awesomely unintentional F-up shows that even classics make mistakes, which this one comes from one of my favorite films of all time, It's a Wonderful Life. In this scene, a very happy George comes in to answer the phone. He throws a wreath that he has on his arm onto the desk in front of him, but oh, it's back right around his arm again, which is just one more example of the magic of Christmas. So there you go. Even the pros mess up every now and again, so buck up, buckaroo. Now, I announced this on Monday's episode and for my Twitter, but if you missed it, it is finally coming. Tell has an official release date of May 23rd, which is next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube. I am so freaking happy to finally release this for you guys and to see what you all think about it. But along with the film, we're going to be selling some posters, and we're thinking about maybe selling a Blu-ray of the film with some really cool special features on it. But don't forget, Tell will be released next Wednesday, May 23rd at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Triune Films YouTube page right here. So jump over and subscribe to there as well. So that's it for today's episode, but before we go, one more thing that you guys might want to know about. We have our shirts back in stock, and we have a brand new design too. One of my favorites yet, actually, and is the one that I've been wearing this entire episode. And something that we're doing that's really cool for the month of May is that we're giving you 20% off any purchase other than the brand new design that you make for our store. So that's any of the older shirts or the hoodie, you're gonna get 20% off for the rest of May. And another cool thing that we're doing is we're giving away free FilmRiot stickers. I tweeted this out a little bit ago that we had these stickers. I'm gonna tell you how you could get them. You can get them for free with any purchase that you make from our Triune Apparel store. So buy a shirt, get a nice little sticker in there. And if you have any questions on that at all, you can always tweet it to me at twitter.com/Ryan_Conley. But I'll see you guys next time when Charlton Heston shows up just to say his famous line.
I don't know what movie that is.
Good. Oh, hello.